Once upon a time, in the heart of whispering woods, lived a little squirrel named Sammy. Sammy was no ordinary squirrel. He was the bravest little squirrel that the forest had ever seen. From the time he was a tiny baby squirrel learning to climb trees with his mother, Sammy had always been fearless. While the other baby squirrels would squeal and cling to their mother's fur at the sight of a hawk soaring overhead, Sammy would puff out his chest and declare, "Don't be afraid, everyone. I will protect you." And although his mother would scold him for being so reckless, deep down she was very proud of her brave little squirrel. One crisp autumn day, Sammy was scampering around the base of an enormous oak tree when he noticed something strange. All of the acorns that had been stored there by the busy squirrels for the winter were gone, and scrunched up in a ball beside the tree was a little field mouse named Millie. She was shivering and looked very scared. "What happened?" Sammy asked, rushing over to the little mouse. "Who did this?" Millie explained that a sly fox had come by earlier that morning, swiped all of the acorns, and threatened to return that night to eat them. "I tried to warn the squirrels," squeaked Millie, "but they didn't believe me until it was too late." Sammy felt a surge of anger. No one liked foxes in whispering woods. They were always getting into mischief and causing trouble. But while the other animals were timid and scared of the cunning foxes, Sammy was not. An idea sparked in his mind. He dashed over to the hollow log where the elder squirrels lived. "Elder Scurry, Elder Hazel, we have a problem," he cried. The two old squirrels poked their heads out of the log. "What is it, Sammy?" Elder Scurry asked. "A fox has stolen all of our acorns," Sammy blurted out. "We need your help to get them back." Elder Hazel shook his head slowly. "We are far too old to be chasing after foxes," he said. "Besides, what could we do? They are much stronger than we are." "You're wrong," Sammy exclaimed. "We can do something. I have an idea. You'll see." Without waiting for the elder squirrels to reply, Sammy raced off to find some of his squirrel friends. He was going to need their help. When he found them playing and chasing each other up and down the trees, Sammy told them about the stolen acorns and begged them to help. At first, his friends refused. It wasn't their fault that the fox had taken the acorns. Why should they have to go and risk their lives to get them back? But Sammy wouldn't give up. He spoke to them about courage and doing what was right. And eventually, his friends agreed to help. Together, they came up with a plan. That night, when the moon was high in the sky and the forest was quiet, Sammy and his friends crept to the edge of the woods. There, hidden among the bushes, they watched the fox's den. One by one, the foxes emerged from the den and began to make their way to the center of town, where the shops and houses were brightly lit and food was plentiful. The plan was to distract the foxes long enough for the squirrels to sneak back to the oak tree and retrieve the acorns. The distraction went smoothly. The squirrels pretended to be scared of the foxes and ran away from them, leading the sly predators on a merry chase through the forest. The foxes, thinking they had caught the squirrels, slowed down and began to relax. Suddenly, one of them noticed something. It wasn't a squirrel at all that they had caught, but a bush that Sammy had tied a white sheet to. "Ha, you silly foxes!" Sammy shouted from the safety of a nearby tree. "You've been tricked." The foxes were angry, but they knew they had been outsmarted. So they turned and ran back to their den, taking the white sheets with them. Now that they were gone, the squirrels quickly made their way back to the oak tree. But when they got there, they saw that the sly fox had chewed through the sacks holding the acorns and scattered them all over the ground. Discouraged, the squirrels were about to give up when Sammy had another idea. He called all of the forest animals to a meeting. As the rabbits, chipmunks, mice, and even birds gathered around, Sammy explained how the fox had ruined their supplies of food. "We need your help to gather up these acorns and store them somewhere safe," he said. And so the animals got to work. The rabbits used their strong feet to pick up the acorns, and the birds flew around, gathering more that had rolled into the bushes. Soon the ground was clear, and the animals were ready to take the acorns to their new hiding place. But then they realized they had a problem. They needed to cross the rushing wild river to reach the tall redwood trees where they could store the acorns for the winter. "I'm sorry, little squirrel," said a frog, who had been sitting on a nearby log, "but I cannot help you. The river is too fast and strong today. No one can cross. Sammy thought for a moment. He knew that if the animals could only cross the river in one big group, they would all be swept away by the current. But if they crossed one by one, the chances of each individual animal being swept away would be much smaller. So the animals lined up along the bank of the river. First, a rabbit hopped into the water and struggled bravely against the current. Just as he began to tire, a friendly otter swam up to him and pushed him toward the other side. One by one, the animals crossed the river. Sammy watched anxiously as each creature was almost pulled under by the current. But luckily, the otters were there to help them. Finally, it was Sammy's turn to cross the river. He took a deep breath, jumped into the water, and began to swim toward the other side. The current was strong, but Sammy was even stronger. Just as he reached the bank, he felt himself being pulled under. He struggled to get to the surface, but the more he struggled, the deeper he sank. Just when he thought he might drown, he felt a strong pair of paws grab onto his shirt and pull him to safety. Out of breath, Sammy looked up to see a majestic wolf standing over him. "Thank you," Sammy gasped. "Why did you help me?" The wolf smiled. "Because," he said, "you showed great courage helping others. And besides, it is my duty to protect the forest and all of its creatures." With the last of the acorns safely hidden, the animals returned to the edge of the woods. There, under the soft glow of the moonlight, they shared food and celebrated their bravery. Sammy, the littlest of the bunch, was named Hero of the Forest for his bravery and quick thinking. As the other squirrels chattered excitedly and congratulated him, Sammy looked over at the wolf who had disappeared. He knew that without the wolf's help, he might not have made it out of the river alive. But more importantly, Sammy knew that he had done the right thing by helping the field mouse and all of the other animals. And so, as the years passed and Sammy grew older, he never forgot the importance of standing up for what is right, no matter how scary it may seem. For in doing so, he not only helped others, but also discovered his own inner strength and courage.